So, enter mission 5. We have a modified version here of, like, this save file. There's been some changes that I'm just going to go through, so let's just jump into it. Alright, so, I redid my mechs, and, well, let's just look at them before I do anything with them. So, I'll note that I basically changed my layout to, like, basically accommodate for the fact that, like, I have less, jump limit weight for myself. Basically what I got right here, I put this wrong, but whatever. I basically have it so, like, I have like 240 tons exactly with, like, the mechs I have right here. I'm basically taking both the Firestars, the Uller, Hitman's like in the Raven, and then we have, like, Hunter and a Mad Cat over here. And the idea is I basically want to, like, basically maximize as much of this force limit as possible, because this is a very very difficult mission apparently. Basically, like, I'll note that I'm actually watching, like, another Let's Player, and, like, he stated that this is like the first one, like, you could possibly lose, because you're basically defending something. If these get blown up and, enemies will target them, you lose. But before we jump into it, let's just go into over to your mech bay. So, here's what I basically have to set up as, like, going forward. In the older, like, weapon variant here, we have Lynx. He's basically got the all-can and the light all-can basically set up on his mech, so he basically has ammo, but, that's fine. Basically, this guy can be sent out of the fray if he needs to. I don't want him getting destroyed or anything like that, and being like the light older mech is very likely he might take some damage, so watching out for that. I basically over here have, like, Beast and Countess and, like, the fire starters. Basically, like, got Countess with, like, her low gunnery using, like, streak short range missile packs as well as the PPC, and then Beast has got, like, a similar layout, but in the armor variant he's basically got, like, his regular short range missile pack and lasers. Now, I'll note that with, like, these streaks, they're actually, like, all fire, like, aiming and stuff like that, so they always hit. But the thing about them is that they, like, way more than, like, your regular missiles, and, like, they might do more damage, but at the same time, you can load more, like, short range, like, missile packs sometimes. So if you're using them, you have to use it on, someone who's got good gunnery and all this stuff. Now over here, I've got, like, Hitman and Raven, and part of the reason for putting him in here is that I put the God's Rifle in here, so I can basically show it off. Basically, my plan with, like, the Raven here is I'm gonna use this as a scout, and he's basically gonna run around to, like, basically pick off anything at long range without, like, getting into combat. Is the plan with him. We have the Mad Cat over here for, like, Hunter. He's basically got, like, basically the same setup more or less as before. He's basically made to, like, go at long range, which is fine. So, he's basically what it is, and he's got the mine layer down here. So let's just get to it. I actually set this up a little bit differently when I have it right here. So the mine layer is going to go in Force 2. Let's put Hitman and Lynx over here in Force Group 3, and Hunter can go in Force Group 1. Now, the reason I basically have, like, the mine layer in Force Group 2 is because it's basically going to be, like, doing its own thing while these guys are, like, in combat. And these guys are, like, out here to scout, so you'll see what that's all about in a moment. But let's just read about the briefing and all that stuff here. So, Federation Commonwealth Beachhead, Operation 1, Mission 5. We have to defend the farms from attack, defend both farms. We have plenty of small airstrikes as well as one large artillery strike, and it'll be fun to use. And let's get to it. By assisting us with a landing and reconnaissance, a Point Arthur resistance cell has revealed itself to the Smoke Jaguars. The brave men and women of the cell are currently hiding out on 2 farms in the Vanderholm region. Unfortunately, the Jaguars have discovered their location and have dispatched a number of small strike forces to that area. Your mission is to stop the Jaguars and protect both farms. Given the thick forest in the area, tactical believes a mine layer could prove valuable in booby trapping the limited paths through the trees. Battalion Transport is also able to provide an additional forward drop zone usable as a scouting point. Use it only if you believe necessary. So that's what these guys are down here, like, doing their scouting for us. So yeah, it basically just using the mine layer for this one because it makes it a little bit easier to, defending, so we'll do so. Your mech forces will be extracted upon completion of mission. So I'll note that this mission is basically all about destroying the enemy. We don't have to do anything else except to defend, so that's all we're going to do. And you can see here, mine layers can be used to lay down fields of mines that prevent or delay enemies movement through the area. Be prepared for multiple waves of enemy forces, and remember, vehicles deployed in the mission are not recovered at the end of the mission. So basically dropping this, like, mine layer, I'll note by the way it costs, like, quite a bit to buy them. So as we go down to vehicles, for example, buying a mine layer basically costs me 9,000 credits to buy, but he's definitely worth his weight in gold for his mission for defending. So we'll make use of them. And yeah, I'll note that this thing here, basically it lays mines, as you can probably guess, and they're basically free to basically deploy, you just have to take the time to drop them. So, let's just show it off and we'll see how it goes.
Commencing deployment. Mech warriors prepare for combat.
Alright, first thing first, let's get, like, you know, those guys going there. I want you to go up here. And I want the other to go up to here. And the miner is just going to start laying mines right here. And yeah, there's like the mines right there. I'll note there's a nice giant here, so you get like, you know, a nice view basically of the plains here. These guys over here. There's a railroad track over here. This railroad track is like, you know, one of the paths the Amazon basically take to get to, so
I have a new sensor trace.
watch out for that.
I've got a new sensor trace.
And I can see like the Amazon is pouring in, so to speak, so fun times ahead.
I'm on it, sir.
Easily done, sir.
This is Hunter. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Easily done, sir.
I'm on it, sir. I'm on it, sir. Got one. Hunter here. I'm taking fire.
Got it, sir. Here comes trouble.
Got one.
My sensors have a new contact.
I'm on it, sir.
There we go, got those guys. There's more basically coming, so I'll have to watch out for it.
No problem, sir.
Yeah, having like, you know,
Reporting building capture.
hindsight where the mission basically is, I'm able to like, you know, take advantage of like, you know, any positions and such.
I'm on it, sir. Say adios. This is Hunter. Got one.
Okay, you get up here. Start mining your way up here.
Enemy components
No problem,
captured.
sir. Reporting building capture.
Oh! These guys have to be killed up here, so...
I'm on it, sir.
That was way too soon, but whatever.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Yes, sir.
I'm getting shot at. One less bad guy.
I'm on it, sir.
I don't know if these guys can really wreck the building so they get too close, you have to really take them on.
Got one. I'm on it, sir. Got one.
And you can just get over here. Now at this point I just want these guys to sort of like, you know, scout up in this direction, for example. Well, we have like, you know, salvage from that, like, you know, containers there. Early on it's just a bunch of vehicles, but you know, later on we get next evasive fights, so we'll have to deal with those. Alright, let's just have these guys, you know, sort of gather up over here. We just wait down here with this guy. Well, it's going quite well so far. Now, I know the enemy's pretty smart with mines. They'll try to, like, avoid stepping in them sometimes, but, you know, they're not perfect about it, so, you know, they'll still get hit by it quite a bit. And here comes the enemy over here. There's a hunchback, by the way. I think that's a good strike for him. Let's get you to go down in this direction. A bunch of vehicles basically following this guy here, so although it was sort of some hits, unfortunately, but whatever. Yeah, I can see like he's trying to avoid the mines somewhat.
Yes, sir.
Some going this way as well. Oh, nice! We took out the hunchback for this mines alone. Sorry, that's wave 2. Unfortunately, we didn't get the hunchback. I guess, like, you know, he still died, but whatever. Basically, this mission is just, like, you know, all about just trying to get as much as possible without, like, you know, getting screwed over for the most part. And here's a Cougar, by the way. That's another light mech, but, you know, it's a clan light mech, so it's always worth its weight in gold. Now over here we'll basically find like our first, like, you know, our next, like, you know, guys that we want to battle, so that'll be fun. We're gonna get over here. I probably should explore just a little bit more, but whatever. Now you note that I'm not using strikes basically a whole lot here. We have them, but I'm just trying to save them because, like, you know, it's more worthwhile basically to, like, you know, sort of like just let the enemies, like, you know, peter on. Basically, if you hit them with strikes, to, like, you know, be more prone to, like, you know, run at you. So I want to try and avoid that.
I've got a new sensor tray.
Oh yeah, here's the enemies over here. So I'm just gonna drop that there.
Wait here. There's no way through here.
Yeah, going way too early here sometimes, but whatever.
You got it.
Hitman here. It's raining bullets over here.
I am under attack.
Kill these guys if I can.
Hitman here. I've barely got any weapons left. This is Hitman. Damn.
Oh, there's more stuff over there apparently, but whatever.
I'm getting shot at.
This hound has a fox.
Found it here. Enemy
Arrow got them.
destroyed.
Now, by the way, he's basically just out of ammo. That's why he's, like, you know, so weak at this point. He's not actually, like, you know, in trouble with dying or anything, but, you know.
I'm on it, sir.
Something to watch out for. I think it's way too early, but oh well.
Another shot is all useful. I don't think these guys like me. I'm on it, sir.
Now I will try and run past you, these guys, and of course if they get past you, and you'll be in trouble.
Hunter here.
And he's gonna try to target house this guy here, so I will have to take him out.
Yes, sir.
We'll deal with him later. He's out of weapons at this point. And you can see, like, this guy's just trying to get up close and personal to me now.
This is going right where it hurts.
Taking fire.
Another shot is all you'll take.
I'm on it, sir. Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, that guy's being a nuisance, but whatever.
Take care of him. I'm on it, sir.
Man, I can't.
We did get the Cougar, so I'm happy about that.
Thanks, shot coming up.
I think these guys are trying to hit this guy's leg at this point, because, you know, I might be able to get this guy as well. Actually, you know what? If he's just gonna chase these guys down, we're just gonna lay mines right in front of him, so, you know, possibly we can kill this guy and get his mech too. But yeah, I know this guy's like probably like the worst guy on this map, because, you know, he'll basically like run at you. Or like, you know, you're like trying to blow him up. Or because now this guy can't do anything because, you know, I've blown off all his weapons, but, you know.
Mission objective complete. Mission successful.
There we go. Now, ideally, I would like to get the you know, the Hunchback, but getting the Cougar as well as, like, you know, this other, you know, is quite a sweet deal, so I'm happy with that as well. Alright, so that's basically mission 5. This could be difficult because, like, you know, it's possible you could lose if, like, you know, these guys are target the houses and, like, you know, kill them, but I'm happy about the outcome of this one. And by the way, you note that you earn a lot of RP for this one, because, you know, it's just all defense based this one. Alright, so mission 6 is basically the grand finale for, like, Operation 1. Basically, we have 300 tons, and we basically get to, like, you know, assault an enemy base with, like, lots of mechs and stuff in it. And let's just see here. Here's the Cougar and the LR I basically got, so we basically, like, you know, loot these guys for their stuff. The Cougar lost his heavy flamer as well as, like, one of these large missile racks, but, you know, otherwise it's basically a-okay. I might want to take him on the next mission because, you know, it's a nice little mech base to make use of. Base is like, you know, a heavy scout, this one here, as opposed to just a light scout. Alright, so let's loot his stuff right here. I might make use of this one, I'm not really sure, we'll see. And this guy doesn't have anything on him, so... I feel like I could equip him with quite a few clan weaponry if I want to, but that's nice. Alright, let's put these guys here for now. So, I'll note that I'm just going to tell you this right now. We're definitely going to be going with, like, you know, the Hollander basically in the next one, so... This guy's going to be popping in. And... I think we also have access to a new pilot bio I can purchase at this point, and bio I can also, like, you know... There's, like, the Hunchback Centurion and all that stuff can be purchased right there. No heavy mechs just yet, but whatever. I do have jumped at, you know... Jumped at, like, commandos if I want to, so... There's basically jumped at, like, you know, command you can basically buy. It's basically the armor variant without, like, you know, armor, is what the jump jet's all about, so... That's what he's all about. Now, what I really want to do is purchase the Mech Warrior, because I think we have access to another one. So here's Scarab, he's basically, like, you know, really good in sensors, but, you know... Well, that's basically what he's good for. Sensors. I think we do need our Mech Warrior, so he'll probably be getting the role for it, so... Anyway, let's just get these guys set up, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to be using the Hollander for sure. Basically because I need to have, like, the heavier, like, mech spacey first one, because it's, like, you know... Not one where, like, you know, you can basically go with, like, you know, limited, like, you know, stuff. He's still fine as is, so it's going to repair him and leave him as is, I guess. You know, Hunter and the Mad Cat. I'm not sure I want to take the Gauss Rifle this time around, because this is going to be, like, a very long mission, but... It's definitely useful to have that Gauss Rifle, so I might just take, you know, the Raven here with, like, you know, Hitman in it. Here's a fire star again. Let's just repair it. We'll repair those and like, you know, for now. I'm not sure if we're gonna sell them, so why not? Actually, let's see how much weight I got for this stuff here. So we're just gonna put you know, Mystique in here for now, just to see what I can do here. Okay, so I still have quite a bit of weight base to drop for these guys here. I might actually drop, like, you know, some commandos possibly in this one. Basically, you can go with a lot of mechs in this one if you want to, but it's definitely better to go with like heavy mechs for this one because, like, you know, you're fighting lots of enemy mechs for the most part, and you know, you want to basically have like the heavy mechs to take them on where possible. But let's just see here.
This is Mystique.
We'll definitely be getting Scarab, I think, for this one because I'll basically want to have someone who's basically really good sensors, and Scarab will be very good with sensors, so why not? So yeah, we'll buy
immediately.
Scarab there.
This is Scarab.
Throw him in the Hollander for now. And let's look at the components I gotta drop on this thing here. Let's just see here. You're gonna drop those on him. Now, I'm just trying to think about what I want to do for these guys here. Basically got like a nice mix of, like, you know, the light mechs having like the short range weapons, and like, you know, Hitman's got like the long range weapons there, Mech's got long range weapons, the other's got like, you know, fully long range weapons. I think I'll take those out of the Eller. The Eller can is nice, by the way, but you know, you've only got so many shots on it, and like, you know, you will run out eventually of it, right? So and you know what? I should probably put the God's Rifle in that Hollander because that's where it really belongs. So let's just put the God's Rifle back where it belongs on the Hollander. And yeah, you can see how much payload even on this medium mech this like God's Rifle takes, but you know, it's worth it to have around, so why not? Give him those. Yeah, why not? We'll give this guy basically the, you know, the long range, like, you know, missiles from the clan variants, because, you know, this guy's gonna be far back. Usually with like the far back mechs, like, you know, you can like avoid, you know, getting like, you know, stuff blown off them if you're lucky, so might be more of an idea to do that. Let's give this guy the large laser. Fires like a large pulse laser, so basically it's got a loop out of 12, it's got a loop out of 9.5. But it's just got, like, you know, a lot more recycle time on this thing, as opposed to this thing right here. Do I want to do that, though, is a thing. Probably. And you know what, I could also do this as well. I could drop off a sensor to, like, you know, put on the intermediate to, like, fill up a space, so could do that as well. And yeah, I definitely want to take at least another mech with me, so I'm tempted to take one of the Cougars or, like, you know, something like that, but I'll probably still have like the Commandos because they're a little bit less damage, and these guys basically used to soak up damage for the most part, so that's their job in life.
This is Mystique.
Let's put Mystique in here, I think. Sensors in. And Mystique is actually, like, you know, great for, like, you know, fighting and stuff, so streak missiles for her. And why not? She can get a laser too. That's probably gonna be my setup, I think, for the next one. Or I can fill up in that one, why not? So can bring this guy along as well. Oh, not this guy. I want the Armor Command, I think, instead. He's a little bit less damaged. Yeah, we'll repair this guy. Put some stuff on this one in here.
Hawk reporting.
These guys are mostly expendable, like, you know, Hawk and, like, you know, Mystique, but, you know, I'll still use them for, like, you know, what they're worth. I really don't use heavy flamers, but let's put this on here, I think. You know, I wish you could see, like, how much payload is basically left here, but you can't really see, like, you know, the payload, unfortunately. Technically, heavy flares don't exactly have any ammunition to them, so I could just do that with him.
This is Mystique.
Hawk reporting.
This is Mystique.
Maybe I'll put some Mystique in there.
Reporting.
I'll note that I really care about the commandos. They're basically there to, like, you know, soak up damage to these guys, so if they die, I don't really care about it too much, and the weaponry is, like, you know, sort of expendable, but, you know, it is actually really expendable. I really should be using streak missiles for, like, you know, expendable stuff. Maybe I'll take this stuff off and put some, like, you know, short-range missions on them. Like, I can put up a lot of, like, you know, short-range missiles, as you can see, if, like, you know, I do this, so he's not gonna hit, you know, very much with his gun rate, but, you know, I could do this, like, you know, like this. Now, going forward, I'll basically want to have, like, a nice mix of, like, you know, short-range missiles to do stuff with, but, you know, this is pretty good for what I basically have right here. You know what, since I basically took off, like, the stuff from this guy here, let's just give this guy the better stuff, I think, so it'll give this guy the AUG cannon. Not the best stuff for him, but it'll work. Now, again, I probably want to have, like, the better, like, you know, it's perfect when I want to, like, watch out for the gun range these guys, because some of these guys are better for, like, you know, certain mechs than others.
This is Hitman.
I probably want to have the best guy with the gun and the Gauss rifle, because, you know, well,
This is Scarab.
I want the guy who, like, can hit stuff with the Gauss rifle to be, like, piloting it, right? So there's that.
This is Link. This is Scarab.
Maybe I'll throw a guy right here. Let's get the intermediate stance, so that, you know, works out for me, I think, so why not?
This is Lynx.
Lynx is okay stances, I guess. Alright, well, I think we basically have our set for, like, next time. Now, I could go, like, less than a weight here, but, you know, basically having, like, this amount of mechs will be, like, you know, probably enough to basically make sure I, like, you know, get through this mission, like, you know, fairly easily. I probably could buy some medium mechs, but, you know, at the same time, I don't really want to waste the money just yet. These guys are good enough for, you know, what is, you know, coming, I think, so we'll just take them. And by the way, purchasing. Here's the components I can buy at this point, so there's some, like, you know, Streak SRM packs again. Large lasers, all cannons. No PPCs just yet, but, you know, they'll be coming down the pipe soon enough. No, I will note something, by the way. If I really want to have, like, say, PPCs, which are basically, like, you know, 9,000 basically purchase. If I basically go for, like, you know, certain variants of, like, these mechs here, in purchasing. If you go to the Fire Stars and go to, like, the weapon variants, they basically have PPCs, these guys, so it's a little bit, like, you know, expensive to buy these, but, you know, I could get these guys and, like, you know, just get the PPCs on them. These guys don't come with PPCs, but whatever. There's another Raven mob if I want to get that, but whatever. And of course, the same thing goes with the Hollanders buy. You can buy, like, the Hollanders for the Gauss rifle if you want, which is a thing you can do. Alright, well, that's enough time to, like, you know, filling up my, like, you know, stuff for next time. Let's just save her here as LP5, and let's go from here. So take care.